Hello, everyone. Hi, Karan. How are you?
Hi, Mine. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good
I'm
to
doing great.
this. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been a while. And now
Like
that
it's been
we are,
24. It's been 24 hours.
but it's been more than 24 hours since we've been on this live stream together.
Yeah.
And now that we are getting closer to our next retreat, and I cannot believe that it's going to be our fourth retreat already. And thinking that we almost like started it maybe a bit more than a year. Now this is going to be our fourth retreat. And so today we have a little surprise for you because we really wanted to talk about the retreat and give some details, but we also wanted to invite our past participants so that you get to hear their experience as well. But before we do so, Karan, what is this retreat about? I mean, people are just like, asking me about the details and what they are going to be expecting. And I'm just like, telling them we don't accept any expectations. But what would you say briefly about why we are doing this retreat?
So this year, if you have seen my message, I mean, you are also there. If people have seen our message of 2024, uh, we have, you know, this year we have set a theme for ourselves, and we are going to make this year as a year of a big yes to life, right? And as you know, at Happitude, one of the very important and very powerful concept we have is Tathastu. Tathastu is like being yes to life. So, before I tell you what is it about, let's do one small experiment, okay? Let's all bring our hands together like this, okay? Can you bring your hands together? Yeah. And you try saying no, okay? Try saying no. See what happens with your hands. Okay, let's say it together. Some power, some involvement in the word no. Okay, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no. Put
no,
some energy into it,
no,
and if you put it,
no,
if you
no,
say no,
no.
you will see that your hands will actually come closer. Say no, and it's like closing. Something is closing inside of you. Something is closing when you say no. But when you bring your hands here again, and if you try saying yes, and you will see that yes
Yes,
is
yes,
opening you.
yes. There's
And
kind of
this is not
something like
just
a
a word.
magnetic power
Yeah, just
happening. I
bring
mean,
us.
I can just
This is
like,
how.
hands getting pulled away and getting
Yeah.
closer.
Yes. Yes. This is exactly what happens, right? When we say no, there's so many things we shrink ourselves. So many opportunity we shrink down. There's so many people. We kind of don't want to. We don't like them because that no is takes that opportunity from us to explore who they are. Connect with their true and authentic self. So there's not just this body that's shrinking, or it's the energies that are shrinking. Our life is shrinking as well. We say no. There's so many things in our life which we actually could do. So many people look back at the year. On 31st December, I was talking to a group of people. I said, what is, if you notice, one of the things that happens to people on the 31st of December, or the month of December, is they look back and they have little regret in their heart. Like, oh, I wanted to do so many things, and, I planned so many things, but nothing worked out, or things did not work out as I planned for the year. It's not because things were not favorable. It's because so many times I just close myself to so many opportunities, and then life also closes itself to me. Then life is not available to me. There are things which could happen to me don't happen to me. So this year we said, okay, let's do this throughout the year, and letting people become a big yes. Now it seems like a very easy concept. Okay, what is a big being yes? Okay, I can say yes. I tried doing that in life. The things you people ask you to do, and you don't like them, you don't want to do them. But maybe those are the things which are really important for you. So going beyond our liking and disliking, our preferences, and so many other things that we kind of cage ourselves into, you know, and that is something that stop us from growing. And I think this is what the whole idea is of going yourself, putting yourself out there beyond your comforts, and into a place where everybody is comes together with the same level of alignment, same level of intention of growing. I think this is what the main intention is.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one thing because this is one of the questions that I keep receiving from people. They say that, we are trying hard to learn to say no. Now you're telling us to say yes to everything. Well, we are like being challenged with learning how to say no to things. So, what is that difference between being like, protecting yourself
Yeah.
and just like, about learning how to say no
Yeah.
versus now you're telling us to say yes to everything? What do you say about that?
So when we say yes or no, people are actually looking at the yes and no in the outside situation only, right? How do I say no to you? How do I say yes to you? No, so those yes and no has its social significance, right? If I say yes, you know, that has its own social significance. If I say no, it has its own social significance. So the idea of Tathastu is the yes and no inside of us. Now, suppose today you invite me over dinner and you say, let's have dinner. I don't want to come and meet you, but somehow I come. Now I'm sitting here on the dinner with you, we are having some business discussion, we are talking about few things, but inside I'm just regretting, why did I come, I didn't want to come, or I should have been somewhere else. So I'm not there 100%, or maybe I'm thinking about my other priorities. So I'm not here 100%. So the idea is, when I'm here with you, then with that yes, I'm 100% yes. But what if I say no and I say I don't want to come to meet you? Now that is also 100% yes inside. Now no and yes has nothing to do with my inner yes. Inside I am 100% yes with the no that I say. But now a lot of time what happens, people say no, but then they keep on regretting. Oh, how will she feel? I should not have done this. What if there was something more which she could offer me? So people don't know even how to be a yes with their no. So Tathastu is not just being yes on the outside and no on the outside. It's just being yes and no, being 100% yes on the inside. So which means that breaking that hesitation, breaking that, that like people are there physically, they're mentally somewhere else. Can you bring yourself 100% here? Don't you think if I'm here 100% physically, mentally, and emotionally, I'll be more effective, right? So, but I'm mentally somewhere else. I'm sitting here does not make a difference, right? This is why a lot of people are keep putting effort and don't happen the way that they want them to happen, because they are just not there fully. And this is what this idea is.
I loved it. 100% yes to saying no as well. So even saying yes to your no's.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me invite Hande and Ezgi to the stage. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Yeah,
Hello,
hello.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. It's great to see you again. So Ezgi was our past participant with the two retreats, and Hande was our participant last retreat. So let me start with Hande first. Hande, what? So how can you describe your experience at the retreat?
Yeah, the first of all is it's really enjoyable that I expected, and then we had great time together. Yeah, together means is really important for me because I had lots of friends from Turkey, Iran, and Malaysia that I had in the retreat, and still we become friends and we see each other. And another experience from the retreat and silence retreat and morning and night meditations. They are really, yeah, these are really most enjoyable.
I think we're losing her.
Yes, I think we're losing. You're breaking up. Okay. Ezgi, let's switch to you
Yeah.
then
Okay.
until we
For
have
now.
Hande back. So,
Okay,
how
of
was your
course.
experience? I mean, you experienced two different retreats, and what was your experience with those retreats?
Yeah. Honestly, before the first one, oh, I think on the left. Um, well, I had no expectations, which is, I think, for me, it was for the best because it was such a profound experience, and If I went in with expectations, I don't think it would be as profound as it was. Um, it was the first time in my life that I actually, I believe, felt bliss in my life, like fully being this detached, non-existent being as Ezgi, as me, without all the labels, but also being fully present at the same time. Um, in the first um, retreat that I attended, which was the first retreat here in Turkey of Happitude, we one point went up to the mountain, we hiked up, and that was the moment where I felt the bliss because we were all like, we have been silent for the whole day, and still we were all connected as a group with Karan speaking to us. And on top of the mountain, it's Zeus's mountain. What was
Yeah,
it?
the
In Ida?
altar of Zeus.
Huh, yeah,
Altar
the
of
altar
Zeus.
of Zeus. When we got up there first, it was very crowded and loud. But after people started to get silent, it was like a non verbal agreement amongst the people after we arrived there. And when other people came in, the people who weren't a part of our group, they were also silent. And it was so peaceful. We meditated, we looked, out the sea, which I'm looking out the sea right now as well. It's very aligned. It was very profound. Like profound is the only word, or blessed is the only word I can use, I think, because it's an experience that words are not really enough to experience. You have to experience it. You have to. I think if this kind of a live stream is on somebody's feed and they are watching it, it's a sign for them to experience something like this, to be open and get to know themselves on a deeper level. I think it's a sign. That's what I can tell to anyone who sees this, honestly. It was amazing. The second one as well, but the first one, since it was a first for me as well, um, has a very um, important place. It's very significant for me in my life. And all the community that we had, all the people, they're like family, even though I don't know what they're doing on a daily basis, because we were connected on such a deep level. I know that I can trust them fully. Like if something happens or if I want to see them, I know that all these people are like my soul family, which is amazing as well. So I highly, highly recommend the whole experience with Karan
Thank you.
and Mine, of course.
Thank you. So, I mean, as you said, if this is on your feed, this is a sign for you. I really love that part, how you're just like, putting it and
Yeah.
like, talking about your experience. Yes, we don't like to have any expectations, but yet we would like to hear from our participants because it's all about how you feel during the experience, because this is what we are trying to create, the feeling, because that's what it stays with us even after the experience. Karan, you want to say something? I will switch back to Hande after you.
Uh, yeah, so I think this time I've realized that people somehow, no matter how much they have, whether it's money, love, everything, I mean, they always feel this maybe little less than somebody else. They want more and more. And this limitation, this scarcity of mind, in terms of whether it's health, wealth, relationship, whatever it is, keep them always on this lookout, constant lookout for something more, something more, something more. And this something more never ends because they feel this something more is through somebody or it's with somebody. So this idea of this retreat, this Tathastu, the abundance retreat, we call it as an abundance retreat because when I become available to life as a medium, I become a gateway to abundance. Anything that I expect, anything that I want, and this has been our life. right? I think, Mina, you have been experienced this, and you have seen that how hundreds of people are experiencing this in their life every day. And we thought, okay, we can take people to a level where they learn to abandon themselves so that they can become a gateway to abundance. So, if you ask me, what is this retreat like? I know this word may not sound really nice to hear, but it's like abandoning yourself. Because if you know, have you noticed, a little child, you kind of, you're in a state of abandonness all the time. You're in the state of abandonment. There's so much of love for you. There's so much of innocence you, and people lose it when they grow up. So this is the whole idea of coming to a retreat. This not just a doing it in a very serious way. It's meditating and dancing and playing at the same time. It's like bringing all of these elements together and letting these elements touch our life. So I meet a lot of participants, like SJ was saying. Um, they come back and they say, this was the most profound experience of my life. And I can tell you, it's not because they did not have other profound experiences. It's like, they grow every other experience which they have through the other means. You know, I can have a great experience of having a nice meal, or, having a nice conversation with someone. But once the gratitude, or the love, or the silence touches your soul, that profoundness takes you inside, not outside. And that's the most powerful experience which people can have. And I think Hande can also, say about her experience now. She's back.
Yeah, and if you can hear us, and I think your connection is now stable.
Yeah, I hope it will be stable.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about it, because really,
No.
really bad internet access is. Yeah, so maybe you can hear or not, I don't know. It's a really enjoyable experience that I have, and yeah, being in a family, the as Asgi says, told the same things, and in a short time, and being uh, family with that people you never know before. And the most impressive moment from the retreat, uh, being able to look into a person in the group, and that you have never met before that person, and looking into his or her eyes and saying I love you. And it's really, really impressive moment for me. Yeah, because just looking the eyes, but you can see, not see the just eyes, yeah, soul, all the other things. And that is the really impressive moment. Yeah, because it's not saying I love you to your darling, your mom, your family. It's really different thing. And this experience, everyone have to get it.
The human to human connection, heart to heart
Yes,
connection, as we
yes,
say.
heart to heart
And you're just
connection.
like beautifully described that. And so, I mean, if you say to yes to life, if you're open to these experiences, and if you're okay with becoming a nothing, because like as you were saying, Karan, the abandoning yourself, like so you will never be the same person because you will be nothing. It's all about becoming that nothingness. In Turkish we call it hitch. So becoming that hitch is actually what we are striving for in at the retreat too. And
Yeah.
so, Karan, you want to add something before we
Yeah.
wrap up?
So when we say nothing, the beauty of nothing is when you're no one, you can be anyone. But when you're someone, you're only that someone, right? When you have nothing, you can have everything. But if you have something, you can only have that something. So many times people have something, and they get, kind of entrapped with that something. And something is so small and little that, they want to break that. I want to come out of it. But there's a fear of just holding on to what they have. So this is the beauty of this program, and the kind of different practices and the meditations and the powerful rituals that we do there. It's all about breaking that, that boundary or the prison around you, and just breaking it so that, like the Hande was saying about love, it's not that no people don't have love in their heart. It's not that they don't have people around them who love them and but it's just too little, like coming in installments, sometime, little by little, yeah. But when I experience this overwhelming expression of happiness and bliss and love inside of me, ah, that's a life transforming experience. So yeah, thank you so much, Hande and Esgi, for confirming uh, this experience that other people are also experiencing. I'm grateful.
It's a pleasure always. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
inviting us.
And thank you. So, before we leave, let me share the details of the retreat because I realized that we've never mentioned the details. It's going to be from February 29th to March 3rd, 3 nights, 4 days in Antalya, Turkey. So, this time we are getting away from Istanbul, just like the first one, and we will be just at the shore of Antalya. So, if you want to come and just taste that. Uh, being nothingness and from abandoning yourself to abundance, you're more than welcome to join our soul family, as Ezgi was describing. And as Hannah was saying, this is like a place where you have unconditional love, where you're just like feeling that unconditional love deep in your heart. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, Karan.
Thank
We
you.
will be doing these live streams for the next 2 weeks. So if you missed this one, you can join the next two, and it's going to be available on your feed. And as Ezgi said, if you happen to see this in your feed, maybe this is a sign for you to join this tribe, the Happy Tooth tribe. So enjoy your day,
Thank you.
everyone, and hope to see you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.